Hi, and let's begin with a bow. Welcome to Unit 12 this week. This is kind of a bringing things together unit. The main focus this week is on your transition ceremony, the story of your transition ceremony. What happened? What was the plot? What were the events? And especially, what's the meaning that you take from your story, from your ceremony? We'll look a little bit at the role of story itself in ritual, in ceremony, in life transitions. Clearly, the stories that we tell ourselves about transitions are so important in what role they play in our lives, what meaning and significance we derive from them. Really, we've been telling stories about life transitions and rites of passage all semester. The stories come partly from anthropology, partly from psychology, partly from transpersonal psychology. The story of 3 phases of a transition. These are all stories, narratives that we use to give a structure and give coherence and meaning to our lives, and especially the changes in our lives. Now we want to make that more personal. What's the story of your transition ceremony? And how does this transition ceremony story relate to the larger story of your life? It's also a chance to bring together any questions that you have now, or reflections, or insights, or confusions about life transitions and rites of passage. So there's also the invitation to bring in any other questions. But really, the focus is on the meaning of your transition ceremony. We recognize that deep ritual, like your wilderness immersion from a year ago that most of you did, that takes a year, metaphorically, to unfold. And so that still maybe it takes a lifetime, really, to unfold. Same thing with the transition ceremony that you've done for this course. Right now, it's still fairly fresh, and there may be new dimensions of it that will come to the forefront over the next weeks, months, and maybe even years. For now, let's see what we can do to bring the story out onto the surface. We can listen to each other. We can reflect on each other's stories. And we can deepen our understanding of our own life transitions, where we are right now in our lives, in the journey of our lives. And also we can deepen our understanding more broadly of life transitions and rites of passage. So, glad you're here this week. I'm going to bow again. See you online.